Hello everybody and welcome to Portola High School for another NPSL matchup, the National Premier Soccer League. Here we are. We have Orange County FC hosting Southern California Sports Club. Very nice weather here on this Saturday night, day before Easter. Both teams are fired up and supporters of both teams have really been looking forward to this match ever since that meeting during the preseason where Southern California Sports Club were victorious 2-1. There was a lot going on that match. It was listed as a friendly, but the way things were going that game, it was not very friendly in practice. And just right there, huge mix up there. Looks like Mustafa, the right back for OCFC, was having a little bit of miscommunication with his keeper, Brandon Gomez. It was kind of scary there. And now there's a pit ball from Stafford Palmer. Nearly almost became trouble, but corralled really quickly by goalkeeper Tyler Wilson. And just on the other end of the field, that was Rudy Moreno, the starting up front, this lone striker for Southern California Sports Club. This past week, he was the MITRE Player of the Week with 2 goals last week against Sports Club Corinthians USA. Rudy Moreno's played before professionally in Argentina, and he's definitely a force to be reckoned with on Southern California Sports Club, as he did create a lot of trouble for OCFC in that meeting during the preseason. But it was in that meeting where both goals were scored by Ed Mielsen, a Brazilian striker for Southern California. He is on the active roster today, but he is on the bench at the moment. Perhaps head coach Daniel Mussadi will be wanting to bring him in for the second half, probably as one of his super subs. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. And on the other side of the field, looks like that is Alex Zaragoza, left midfielder. He has a lot of speed down the left side of the field. He did create trouble as well for OCFC last time in that friendly. Surely they'll be marking up on him as well. Here's Rudy Moreno being marked up by captain and center back Eric Mueller. Now he's marked by Mustafa. The right back to Moreno, crosses it, and now a shot in front and a goal on a big defensive mistake. I think that was Kevin Belmonte, the center back, who tried to clear it, and instead, right into the net. Only after a couple minutes, it is 1-0 Southern California Sports Club. Early on, not the start Orange County was looking for. No. 1-0 Southern California. It looks like that was put in by number 15, Jesus Soria, playing. It was one of the center midfielders. Here we are just a few minutes into the match, about 3 minutes in, and it is 1-0 Southern California Sports Club. Last time during the preseason match, they took an early lead through Ed Mielsen after just 1 minute.
By number 15, Jesus Soria.
Now a foul here committed, looks like by Michael Bryant. It'll be a free kick for Southern California. So far in the season, Southern California have 2 wins and 2 losses, while Orange County Football Club have 3 wins and a draw. Last week they defeated Oxnard Guerreros FC. That was on the road, an excellent win. And actually, I think a correction on the goal. I believe it was number 21, Alex Zaragoza. That was in the 3rd minute. Number 21, Alex Zaragoza, actually put Southern California Sports Club in the lead. Now here's Mustafa getting it to Stafford Palmer. Still Palmer. Palmer from England getting a through ball in.
Number 21, Alex Zaragoza.
Looking for Alessandro Canali, but he's whistled for offsides. And the noise you're hearing is the I-5 Army, the official supporters group of Orange County FC. They've not been swayed at all by this start. Instead, they're being as loud as they can be. Here's Danny Lopez. Sending it down the field looking for Rudy Moreno. Marked up by Belmonte. Belmonte gets it to his keeper, Brandon Gomez. Gomez actually had an assist last week against Oxnard, and the goal scored by Alessandro Canale 10 minutes into the match. Headed down by Contreras. Looking for Breno Caligari. Still Breno. He gets past his man. Across in front. Oh, and that surely could have been trouble, but Rooney Moreno was unable to get his foot on that. Sent in by Andy Contreras, corralled by Brandon Gomez. So far, early on starting this match, we're seeing Southern California with a majority of their run of play. And there was Max Rico there trying to get the ball. And now here's Stafford Palmer looking for Canale, but looks like he lost his footing. Tyler Wilson has plenty of time. Soria. Sends it up the field. He's got Andy Contreras. Contreras now to George Moreno. Still Moreno. So he was pressured by Armando Flores, but they can maintain possession. Lopez switches the field across to his left back, Jorge Caballero. A little bit of mix up here, and here's a chance here. It looks like that's a shot taken by Andy Contreras, but it goes over the net. It'll be a goal kick for OCFC. Here we are in about the 7th minute. It is 1-0 Southern California. On the early goal scored by midfielder Alex Zaragoza. I believe it was Kevin Belmonte who had trouble clearing the ball. He surely was upset with himself, but plenty of time left. Can't be dwelling on that goal at all anymore. Header now settled by Michael Bryant. He was looking for Canale, but now taken away the other way by Eric Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking for Contreras. Contreras keeps it in, but the ball did go out of bounds, be a throw-in for OCFC. And here comes Canale. Canale foul. That'll be a free kick for OCFC. Maybe a chance here to get on the scoreboard early on.
Michael Bryant! Michael!
From here, it's hard to see who is going to be taking this free kick. Seems like it looks like we could see Canale, Palmer. Looks like about four players crowded over there. Maybe they have something drawn up here, but it looks like it's going to be Alessandro Canale, who is a member of the U.S. Beach national soccer team. Here's Canale, he curls it over the wall. Good attempt, but a little too high, and it'll be a goal kick for Southern California. Tyler Wilson in goal. He actually once had a stint for Real Salt Lake's youth academy in Arizona. And here he is now as a starting keeper for Southern California. That'll be here now another throw in. Armando Flores quick to take it. Gets it to Canale. He's pressured by Lopez. Now to Stafford. Back to Canale. Here's Canale. He shoots just wide. Excellent chance for OCFC to get back in this game. They really have responded well after letting in a very early goal to Southern California. And Alessandro Canale has 3 goals on the season for Orange County Football Club. He is their leading scorer so far. Alexis Campos now providing some pressure on the left side. Playing as a left midfielder. And here comes George Moreno. Moreno, now to Contreras, they really are creating trouble there. Ball does not go out of bounds. It would have been a corner kick, and Brandon Gomez coming out calmly, possessing the ball. He does have very good dribbling skills, and he already has 1 assist on the season. So he's definitely not nervous while he's out there. Now down the right side, here comes the right back, Mustafa. Good run, takes a throw in himself. That was Andrew Hernandez who had the ball for a moment. Now it makes its way back to Michael Bryant. Bryant out of Belmonte, the center back. Belmonte looking for Campos. Felt like there was some contact, no call made there. Now sent down the field, that's Rooney Moreno, he's offside. Good ball sent in by Jonathan Moreno, the right back. Here comes a long free kick from Brandon Gomez. It does bounce in the area, and Stafford Palmer had able to tee off, and Tyler Wilson, goalkeeper of Southern California, very upset with his center backs at the moment. It looks like he's upset with Danny Lopez. I'm sure he does not want to see anything like that happen again. And Stafford Palmer has shown before that he has excellent finishing abilities, as he has 2 goals so far this season. Both of those goals have been scored when he's come on as a second half substitute. One of them against City of Angels FC, and also last week against Oxnard Guerreros. He scored the clinching goal, the third clinching goal to give OCFC the huge victory on the road. Here's Tyler Wilson's goal kick. Bryant quick to get his head on the ball, and looks like it was going to be a nice cheeky back heel from Stafford Palmer, but he wasn't able to get a lot on it. But that ball did deflect, I believe, off of Andrew Hernandez. That'll be a throw-in for Southern California. The long throw-in makes its way to Rooney Moreno. Still Moreno. Moreno gets it to George Moreno. He's pressured by Alexis Campos. George Moreno now back to Eric Gonzalez. Sends it on the other side to Jonathan Moreno. John Moreno again. Slide tackle by left back Daniel Yo. It'll be a throw-in. Another throw-in from Mustafa. Gets it to Canale. Canale looks like he's got Armando Flores. Still Armando Flores with a lot of speed. And he does maintain possession. Flores still has it. Was taken away for a moment, but Daniel Yo moving up to try and keep up the pressure on Southern California, but it'll be a throw-in. He throw in for Jonathan Moreno, the right back. Looking for Contreras. Instead, Flores gets to the Hernandez, now to the other side looking for Campos, but he wasn't able to get it. Now here's George Moreno. Moreno to Contreras. Now to Eric Gonzalez. Now to Caballero. Back to Gonzalez, now back to Caballero. Caballero sends out the field, chested down nicely by Mustafa. Looks like that's Flores. Flores to Campos. Now to Daniel Yo, the speedy left back from Fullerton. Yo, now to Michael Bryant. Bryant sending up the field with his left, looking for Canale, headed out by the center back, Danny Lopez. Daniel Yo takes the throw, and he's got Canale. Canale trying to make something out of this. Gets it back to Campos. Campos did tumble for a moment. The fans here asking for a penalty, but I didn't see too much contact there. Referee says play on. He's not going to call that. Gomez sending it up the field. He's got Canale. SoCal was asking for offsides. They didn't get that. Referee kept his flag down, but there was a foul committed, and it will be a free kick for Orange County FC. Here we are in about the 16th minute. 1-0 SoCal. It looks like it's going to be Armando Flores, commonly known by his nickname Mambo. He has a lot of supporters here amongst the I-5 Army. They're hoping to do the Mambo number 10 today. Here's Armando Flores with the free kick, looking for someone to get a head on it. It was headed out for a moment. There was going to be offsides. And here's a ball thrown in. Alexis Campos was right there, but Tyler Wilson very alert off his line. Wilson, nice distribution to Caballero. Sent down the field, a foul committed. Looks like it'll be a free kick for SoCal. Foul committed by Eric Mueller on Rooney Moreno. here comes the free kick. Sent in. This could be trouble. Just goes a little bit too much. And it'll be a goal kick for OCFC. Looks like that was George Moreno, the right midfielder who's been creating trouble already today. Now the goal kick. Good job chesting down by Canale. Flores had it, but now gave it away. And here's Moreno. Moreno to Zaragoza. Contreras trying to get involved, but Michael Bryant makes a great readjustment. And Campos looking for Canale. But Canale was not in the best position, and Danny Lopez able to take it away to get to now to Soria. Soria now to Gonzalez. Now to the right back, Jonathan Moreno. Now to George Moreno. Sent to the other side of the field to the left back, Caballero. Gonzalez gets to the other defensive midfielder, Soria. Now to Lopez. A lot of space here. They're not being pressured too much here. Soria sends in a nice chip. That was Contreras, but he wasn't able to get the best, wasn't able to get too much on it. Now a header by Belmonte and to the chest of Mueller. Now to keeper Brandon Gomez. Kind of might have had some fans a little worried right there, but nonetheless, Gomez has got it, sends it up the field. Andrew Hernandez settling it down nicely. He's got a lot of shirts around him, needs some more help. Instead, taken away by Contreras. Now to Caballero. Caballero to Zaragoza. Taken away by Bryant, the defensive midfielder who played his college soccer at Elmira College. Here comes Flores. Now to Stafford Palmer. Palmer looking like a tank out there, able to get excellent positioning. Trying to send it up to Canale, wasn't able to. And here comes the other way, Moreno. Done a good give and go with Zaragoza, but it disrupted by the OCFC defense. It'll be a throw-in for SoCal. Looks like it's going to be Caballero to take the throw. Looks like Caballero is known for having these long throws. Launches it into the penalty area. Goes right to Mueller, but instead Mueller with a very dangerous clearance there. And it went right to Zaragoza, who was unmarked, but he sends his shot over the bar. So surely Paul Caligiuri cannot be too thrilled right now with some of these lapses on defense. Gonzalez. Headed away by Eric Mueller. He's got Palmer. Pressured by Lopez. Now to get to the Hernandez. Now to Flores. Flores. He looks like he's got Canale. Canale has a chance. Oh, he was not able to keep possession. That was an excellent chance for OCFC. Tyler Wilson comes out to get the ball. He has him sending a message to his defenders. Not really sure what he's saying. But that was very close to being an equalizer for OCFC. And here comes George Moreno to Rooney Moreno. Back to George Moreno. Moreno looking for Zaragoza, but good defense by the right back, Mustafa, as Brandon Gomez comes out to get it. Gomez definitely not afraid to take any risks, and that clearance right there was deflected by Zaragoza. They're not afraid to challenge him. Gonzalez gets it to Zaragoza again. Zaragoza pressured by Eric Mueller. Was not able to keep it in. It'll be another throw-in. This game has not been nearly as physical as the preseason matchup between these two teams. Clearly, both teams are very focused on this. Cleared away by Mustafa. Palmer able to take the ball away. Sends it up the field. He was looking for Canale. Referee says play on. Here's Andrew Hernandez. He sends it across looking for Canale. Did not get a lot on it. It was going to be a free kick for OCFC. But referee doing an excellent job playing the advantage. And that'll be a throw-in for OCFC. Looks like that's Hernandez. Gets to the Flores. Back to Hernandez. Looking to cross it. Contreras got a foot on it. Not much doing yet. Now it goes easily back to Tyler Wilson. He's going to take his time. Now the center back, Max Rico. Been kind of quiet today, but he sends it up looking for Rooney Moreno. Now back to Gonzalez. Over to Caballero. Now to Zaragoza. Zaragoza looking to cross it, but good defensive play by Mustafa. Mustafa looks like he was looking for his right midfielder, Andrew Hernandez, but a little bit of miscommunication, goes out of bounds. You might have to wonder a little bit. That friendly match with UCLA took place a couple days ago. It was supposed to be this past Tuesday, but is there maybe some rust there? But here comes Rooney Moreno. Never mind that right now. Moreno pressured by Mustafa, but OCFC able to take possession, and now here comes keeper Brandon Gomez, gets to his left back, Daniel Yo, and he's pressured by George Moreno. Thrown by Yo, he's looking for Flores. And the center back, Danny Lopez, quick to come out. And Michael Bryant with a really hard tackle there on Andy Contreras. And now a foul here committed. It'll be a free kick for OCFC, for SoCal. I think it was Mustafa who committed the foul. I think he's been given a warning, but now he's the first one to go into the referee's book today. Yellow card for Mustafa Islam. First yellow card? Yes, and that is the first yellow card today. Mustafa Islam committing the foul. In some situations, some people might say that could be a good foul, but now he's got himself a yellow card, and I think it's possible that Coach Paul Caligiuri might be wanting to sub him out when the second half comes. Here's a free kick by Moreno. Gets to the head of Alexis Campos, and it'll be a corner kick.
In the 21st minute of play to Mustafa Islam.
Now here comes a corner kick. Looks like it's going to be Eric Gonzalez. Eric Gonzalez with the left. And Gomez comes out to punch it out. And that was a good decision there by Brandon Gomez. Looks like that was going to be trouble. He did not want to take a risk there. Now throw in here to Soria on the other side of the field. Looks like he's ready to launch a long one into the penalty area. Headed away by Michael Bryant. And now, good move here by Andrew Hernandez. Looking to send it up the field, looking for Stafford Palmer. But Caballero and Max Cook able to stop that. Now deflected really quickly, looks like, by Andrew Hernandez. But right back to Caballero. Caballero to Contreras. Contreras now to Zaragoza, but he wasn't able to keep up with it. He did kind of run over it a bit, but now cleared by center back Eric Mueller. Mueller looking for Canale. Caballero doing a great job going after those 50-50 balls. Zaragoza looks like he was about to make an excellent turn there, but good pressure there by Mustafa. We do have a man down on the field. Hard to tell from here. It looks like it might be one of the defensive midfielders. Yes, and that is Eric Gonzalez, but looks like he'll be okay.
I'd like to recognize the Eagle Community Credit Union.
Caballero, the left back,
OCFC.
taking this free kick from just about right basically at midfield. No danger there. Brandon Gomez comes out to get it. Gomez very good with his distribution of the ball as he gets it to Canale. Canale chests it down, looking for Alexis Campos, but it does go out of bounds. And Jonathan Moreno with the throw-in. Jonathan Moreno gets it to Rooney Moreno. And over there you had George Moreno battling for the ball. Sent up the field, looking for Canale. Looks like that was Andrew Hernandez who sent that up. Now come back the other way. Mustafa Islam. Mustafa had trouble settling that one down. Mustafa still, good job readjusting, getting in front of a ball from Andy Contreras. Now the other way here is Stafford Palmer. He's pressured a lot there, but a nice back heel. He gets it to Alexis Campos, but taken away and cleared. Goes right back to Daniel Yo. Yo to Palmer. Palmer got the positioning and looks like he did draw a foul against center back Danny Lopez, and that'll be another free kick for OCFC. You have to wonder, is either bench thinking about a substitution? Doesn't seem like any players are warming up very much, but head coach Daniel Mussati, the Brazilian head coach, not happy with that call. He's having a few words with the fourth official. And looks like on the other end of the field, one player for SoCal is hurt. They're going to have to bring out the training staff for this one. Maybe he's cramped up. Maybe needs to be hydrated. From over here, hard to tell who that is. I believe it might be
OCFC.
Might be Zaragoza.
Permaseal Tire.
Yes, it is Alex Zaragoza indeed. And now for the free kick. Looks like the big striker from England, Stafford Palmer. He looks like he wants it. Looks like he wants this. Palmer, a huge supporter of Chelsea. Here he goes with the kick. He shoots. It went right into the wall. George Moreno able to get on it. Back the other way goes to Mustafa. Now to Mueller. Quickly to Belmonte. Now to Daniel Yo. He was pressured. He definitely felt the pressure from George Moreno, but it goes out of bounds for a throw-in now to Jonathan Moreno. Jonathan Moreno gets a throw-in looking for Rudy Moreno. Not a shock there. For anyone who's new to the field of commentating, this could be one of those tough ones. That there are 3 Morenos on the field here for SoCal Sports Club. And Jonathan Moreno ready to take the throw in, but the referee whistles for a moment. Looks like he's seeing some physical play there. Looking for Rudy Moreno. Michael Bryant gets his head on the ball, but there was a foul committed there, and it will be a free kick for OCFC. And Rudy Moreno, the Colombian striker, is questioning, what did I do? But that's lots of times that does happen in this sport. Here we are in about the 31st minute of the first half. Still 1-0 SoCal. Gomez with a long clearance. Soria getting his head on it. It went to Daniel Yo, then to Michael Bryant, but now taken away. That was Contreras, but he was whistled for a foul. Contreras throws the ball behind him, referee giving him a quick warning. The referee, El Arbitro, needs to make note of that. Happens again, he should definitely get himself in the book for that one. Gomez sending it deep, trying to find something from this, now finds his way to Alexis Campos. On the half volley, goes well wide of the goal, but good thinking from the left midfielder Alexis Campos. Got to take a shot. Got to find a way to get your team back in this game. Well, not necessarily back in the game, but on the board. Wilson plays it quickly to his center back, Danny Lopez. Lopez. Now to Jonathan Moreno. Now to George Moreno. He was looking for Jonathan Moreno, but instead Bradley now. The other way, Bryant. had it to Palmer, but now the other way goes back to Rooney Moreno. Now he's pressured by Michael Bryant. Michael Bryant tumbled down. He got it to Campos, now to Flores. Now to Kevin Belmonte. Belmonte back to Mueller. Now back to his keeper, Brandon Gomez. Telling everyone, settle down, let's get things going. And it looks like, yes, OCFC are ready to make a substitution. Looks like Ty O'Connor, who recently just came from Concordia University, now eligible to play for OCFC. Looks like he'll be getting ready to make his debut in the NPSL, for the 2017 NPSL season. Long ball there, looking for for Zaragoza. It'll be a throw-in. And it looks like we are ready for that substitution. If I were to make a guess, I believe Ty O'Connor is... What's up? Rooney Moreno on the ground. And this is a player that SoCal can ill afford to lose. They do have depth on their team. You have to wonder, if he starts getting worn down a bit, will they bring in Ed Mielsen, the Brazilian striker, to replace him? That definitely is a perfect substitution to have for Rooney Moreno. Soria. Now to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets it to Moreno. Now to Caballero. Over to Zaragoza, the cross. Good job there by the OCFC defense. They did have it for a moment. Now they're a little bit out of trouble. Here's Canale with a nice move as he gets it to Alexis Campos, who does do a good job to keep it in. And it does go out and sent out of bounds by SoCal. The SoCal bench was asking for the ball for a throw-in, but that ball stayed in bounds. Looks like Bryant with the throw-in gets it to Canale. Canale seen a lot of action today. George Moreno trying to get a hold of it. Instead it'll be a throw-in. Daniel Yo will have this throw, the left back. For a moment there was a little confusion with the substitution, but not anymore. Michael Bryant to take the throw. It's a long one. Tyler Wilson coming out. He did grab it. He wasn't able to corral it. Cleared away for a moment by Zaragoza, but OCFC sending it back to the other end of the field. Foul committed. Looks like there was a foul committed by Alexis Campos against Soria. And yes, the referee did call that. And for a moment, he's going back to check up on Tyler Wilson. Looks like he might have got a little shaken up on that long throw-in. Probably about 9 minutes remaining in the first half. 1-0 SoCal. On the goal scored by Alex Zaragoza after only about 3 minutes. And here we go, back underway. George Moreno, pressured by Campos. He gets to the Jonathan Moreno. Back to George Moreno. Sent across the field for Gonzalez. Now Soria had it, but now they lost it momentarily. And a nice move by Stafford Palmer. And he gets back. He gets past Danny Lopez. Still Stafford Palmer. He shoots. Gets a shot on goal, but it goes right to Tyler Wilson. Excellent effort by Stafford Palmer. Using his positioning, and of course, his body to make something happen there. SoCal bench wasn't happy about that. The referee thought otherwise. Send down the field to Rooney Moreno. Now Zaragoza. Still Zaragoza gets it back. He's got a lot of speed. Zaragoza still with it. Good, and of course the OCFC defense getting in there to stop it. But Zaragoza, in that preseason game, he played basically as like a left back, and he was creating trouble all day against there. And now a back pass is dangerous for Rooney Moreno, and he was fouled, and that'll be a penalty. And you have to wonder, is it possible that Brandon Gomez might be given a red card for that foul? And the back pass there, ouch. And instead, Brandon Gomez is given a yellow card. He should be fortunate that it was not a red. And in the 38th minute, a yellow card here for Brandon Gomez and a penalty kick for SoCal. And Rudy Moreno, the man who was fouled, and it seems to be quite the trend here in the National Premier Soccer League. The player who gets fouled wants to take that penalty. And here is Rudy Moreno to give SoCal Sports Club a 2-0 lead. Here in the first half, he shoots and he scores. Brandon Gomez guesses wrong, and Rudy Moreno has made it now 2-0 for SoCal. And this is definitely not the way OCFC would want to end the half. 2-0, and head coach Danny Wasade telling his players, get back on defense, get back in their formation. Still plenty of time left in this first half. And right there with that goal, you can't help but talk about self-inflicted wounds. You make those kinds of mistakes, good teams and good players are going to make you pay for them. Foul committed by Armando Flores. Now another foul over here. 2 players down the ground. And this is the time of the game where you don't want things getting out of hand. And now here comes some pushing and shoving. Armando Flores there had a shove for one player. Then I believe he got shoved, by Max Rico. You got 2 players down on the field.
SoCal Soccer Club, the second goal of the evening, scored by number 19. Ronald Queada.
Rudy Moreno.
39th minute of play.
And the last, like I was going to say, is this the time of the game where you really don't want to see this turn into players getting upset, letting their emotions get the best of them. It's going to be tough for OCFC to come back from this 2-0 deficit. If you go into the half down 1 goal, you're thinking you're only down 1 goal, you're only down 1 goal. But now to go down 2 goals after a bad back pass and then the penalty that led to the penalty being scored by Rudy Moreno, it is now 2-0. It looks like at one end of the field you have Alex Zaragoza, who's down the ground. He doesn't have a trainer attending to him at the moment. I guess probably because he's farthest away from the bench. And the other player on the ground, that is the left back, George Caballero, being attended to at the moment. This should add a few minutes of stoppage time for the first half. Not sure how much, I'd have to guess maybe 2 or 3 minutes. As I mentioned earlier, that preseason game, the game did get chippy at that time. The referees did not take control. For a moment, it looks like there's about to be the same thing happening here. And off the long free kick, looking for Rudy Moreno, goes right to Brandon Gomez. It'll be interesting to see how OCFC will respond to being down 2 goals. Not just being down 2 goals. So far this season, they had the 0-0 draw against FC Arizona. That was on the road. Then a 6-1 win against Temecula. They never trailed in that game. But they did actually trail on the road against City Angels FC 2-1. They fought back to win, tied up 2-2. They took a 3-2 lead. It was then tied up at 3-3, but then they did finally win in the end 4-3. So they have played from behind before, but they have not been down by 2 goals. Alessandro Canale, yellow card, 42nd minute. Play there by Daniel Yo. It'll be a corner kick for SoCal. And here we are in stoppage time. You have to assume there's not going to be that many more minutes. You have to assume this might be the last attempt of the first half for SoCal. And when you're OCFC, this seems like this is one of those first halves where it seems like it's just taken a long time. And here's the corner. Gomez did get a hand on it. It just cleared out for a moment. Contreras now gets it to Caballero. Connor Gordon getting on that now. He claims the ball went off of he claims the ball last went off of Caballero. Linesman didn't think so. Throw in quickly from Caballero to Soria. Soria now to Jonathan Moreno. And Soria there felt he was fouled a little hard there, and here comes Edward Anthony Morales the other way. But George Moreno doing a great job getting it to Eric Gonzalez. Now to Contreras. Back to George Moreno as they reset. Now the other center back, Max Rico. Rico sends it down the field, headed away by Eric Mueller. Michael Bryant gets to Daniel Yo. Still Daniel Yo. Now to Edward Morales. Back to Daniel Yo. Looks like we're in about the 50th minute. There's been a good amount of stoppage time for this first half. Referee doesn't seem to be looking at it. He did just look at his watch. He's talking to the fourth official. I believe they said there was 5 minutes of stoppage time. And here's Morales. Sent it for a moment to Andrew Hernandez. For a moment they lost it, headed by Eric Mueller. Back to now to Andrew Hernandez. Now to Flores. Now to Bryant. He lost it for a moment. Gonzalez sending it down the field, looking for Rooney Moreno. Eric Mueller getting back on defense quickly to readjust. And now that's Andy Contreras with a long shot. Goes over the bar. Might have been good for a field goal. But a goal kick, and that is it for the first half. 2-0 SoCal Sports Club. Now he gets to Michael Bryant. He was pressured by George Moreno. Now Andy Contreras quickly now providing some pressure, but Bryant with possession now. Now he gets to the Stafford Palmer. Palmer with a nice move. Sends in a nice through ball, and he's looking, and that'll be a penalty. Tyler Wilson has been whistled for a penalty for a foul that was committed in the penalty area. And now Tyler Wilson has been booked for the foul committed on the first half substitute Connor Gordon. Tyler Wilson does not agree with it at all. Now, you know, in all honesty, that was a close one. The referee didn't waste any time making that call, and now a penalty kick. This could be the perfect opportunity for OCFC to get right back in this game. The goalie, Tyler Wilson. So Tyler Wilson with the yellow card. Now he'll be facing Stafford Palmer, the English striker. Here's Stafford Palmer trying to get OCFC back in the game. He shoots, and a save made by Tyler Wilson. It goes off the post. He guesses right, and he's able to corral the ball, and SoCal holds on, maintains their 2-0 lead. Wow, unbelievable. What a save by Tyler Wilson. There is a reason why he was once part of Real Salt Lake's Youth Academy, and you just saw it right there. Now the other way, here comes Rooney Moreno. Moreno sending it down the field. Looks like that's Contreras. Sends it back to his right back, Jonathan Moreno. Moreno. Now to Georgia Moreno. Now on the other end of the field, on that same end of the field, it'll now be a corner kick. Corner kick now for SoCal.
SoCal goalkeeper.
Looks like Eric Gonzalez will be taking
the 47th
this free kick. And here comes a left-footed in-swinger. Gomez punches it out. Andrew Hernandez. Now he's pressured here. And a shot. Save made by Brandon Gomez. And it was the center back, Max Rico, who came out to take that one. Rooney Moreno did fall down on top of Edward Morales, and he is whistled for the foul. Free kick for OCFC. Here's a long free kick from Ty O'Connor. Headed now by Daniel Yo to Chris Gardea, back to Daniel Yo. Looking down the left side of the field, was looking for Hernandez. But now Connor Gordon got to Stafford Palmer, but was unable to handle it. OCFC keep possession. Bryant trying to settle it down. Ball is bouncing around a bit. Sent up the field, looking for Rooney Moreno. He's got about 3 players around him. Sends it up the field. It's going to be hard for him to keep it in, but he does. Still Moreno. Ty O'Connor able to dispossess the ball of him, and he gets fouled. It'll be a free kick for Orange County FC. Sent up the field on the free kick. Zandy Contreras, who got his head on the ball, is going for that 50-50 ball with Michael Bryant. Here's Contreras, now he gets it to George Moreno. George Moreno down into the penalty area, making some nice moves here. Still Moreno, he shoots, and it goes off the post. Rebound, scored, 3-0. SoCal Sports Club. $3-0 here in the 51st minute. It's hard to see who got the rebound on that one, especially with the canopy in the way here. And it looks like it was Eric Gonzalez, who's now made it 3-0 SoCal Sports Club. You know, you talk about games that don't seem to go your way, and this is that classic one here for OCFC. It was 2-0 at the half, then right at the start of the first half, of the second half here, they had a penalty kick. Stafford Palmer was denied by Tyler Wilson. And now, just a few minutes later, a shot on a nice run by right midfielder George Moreno goes off the post, a rebound knocked in by Eric Gonzalez, and it is 3-0 SoCal. Rooney Moreno's down the ground now. Probably going to need this ball to go out of bounds, so that way Rooney Moreno could be attended to.
SoCal FC's third goal of the evening, scored by number 5, Eric Gonzalez, in the 51st minute of play.
And earlier, one of the substitutions that was made for OCFC, that was Chris Gardea, who actually came on for Armando Flores. Looks like Chris Gardea is now playing as the defensive midfielder holding position. Michael Bryant has been pushed up. Looks like they want some more firepower on offense. Looks like in the midfield now you have it arranged with Andrew Hernandez at the left back, Andrew Hernandez as a left midfielder, Edward Anthony Morales as the right midfielder, and the two center attacking mids are Michael Bryan and Connor Gordon. Stafford Palmer playing up front. But it looks as though Jose Montes de Oca is preparing to come on. Hard to say if Caligiuri will put him in for Stafford Palmer, or maybe he'll want to keep Palmer in and bring in Montes just to have some more offensive firepower. Long ball here from Gomez. And he does find Connor Gordon with a shot across the goal mouth. No one there to knock it in, and a goal kick. SoCal dodging a bullet there. I should be like, "Bah, the Mayflower." Tyler Wilson in no hurry to send this up the field. Michael Bryant in a battle there with Andy Contreras. Eric Miller gets his head on it. Goes right back to Andy Contreras. Contreras to Jonathan Moreno, the right back. Switches the field, sends it across. Looking for Zaragoza. Ball is bouncing, and now it goes to Moreno, now to Contreras. Contreras with a little chip. He's looking for Rooney Moreno. The ball is bouncing there. I think right now you have to wonder, is our OCFC at times looking a little demoralized? There's plenty of time left, but they need to get on the scoreboard quickly if they want to have a chance. And here's Stafford Palmer. No penalty there. Shot taken, deflected, and it will be a throw-in. Morales leaving it for Michael Bryant. This field is not extremely wide, so these throw-ins here could be very beneficial, similar to like a corner kick here. The fans here trying to provide some more motivation to OCFC to get back in this game. Here's a long throw-in by Bryant. Ball is headed, and the flag is up for offsides. Would not have counted. It looks like that was Connor Gordon who was getting in on the action there, off the header. And we do have a substitution here. Looks like Jose Montes de Oca will be coming on, commonly known by his nickname Chila amongst his teammates. And who will he be coming on for? Looks like he's coming on for Andrew Hernandez. So Andrew Hernandez comes off, the left midfielder. Jose Montes de Oca going in as like a left winger or left midfielder, if you want to say that. Looks like they'll be playing with three, possibly you could think of it as in two supporting attacking midfielders, or maybe even just three forwards up there with Stafford Palmer. They need goals. Caligiuri knows he's not in the mood to be putting in a lot of defenders. They need to get on the board, and they need to get on the board quickly. This will be tough, though, for OCFC. You think about a 2-goal lead, and you say it's just 2 goals. You know, it's a dangerous lead in most dangerous lead in soccer. But with time ticking off, and now it's a 3-0 lead for SoCal. It's a really tough mountain to climb. And here's the throw-in from Mena. It did deflect a little bit, but it goes right to Brandon Gomez.
Andrew Hernandez.
And surely SoCal will not be in the mood to take their foot off the gas. Here's Stafford Palmer battling with Jonathan Moreno. Jonathan Moreno wins that battle as he gets it to George Moreno. Now taking the other way here, Anthony Morales, he loses it. And now it is Alex Zaragoza. But now the other way comes to Ty O'Connor. Now to Morales. Now to Michael Bryant. To Connor Gordon, looking for Bryant again. Foul committed. That will be a free kick for Orange County Football Club. Here we are in about the 57th minute. Just approaching the hour mark. You think about it as in the 30 minutes left. Try to think of it as in think about those 10-minute chunks. You want to get a goal in each of those 10 minutes. Here's a long free kick. Looking for the header. Bryant does get his head on it. Goes up in the air. But did it go out of bounds? It did go out of bounds, but the question was it a corner kick? No, instead it goes out for a goal kick. Good job by Michael Bryant getting his head on that ball. Did a good job to keep the ball in play with his head. He wasn't in a position to head the ball into the goal, but good effort nonetheless. And Tyler Wilson's goal kick goes right to Edward Anthony. Edward Anthony Morales sends the ball in looking for Montes. Now to Connor Gordon. Now the other side looks like that's Daniel Yo, the left back. He's pushing up a lot here, trying to get something going. You just know that a goal but for OCFC would definitely bring back some momentum here. Ball still down the field, so it will be a throw-in for SoCal. And here's the free kick. George Moreno, who's had a great game today. But back the other way come OCFC, trying to get something going. Morales, the right midfielder's needs some help, and he gets it quickly to Montes. Still Montes. Back to Morales. Morales still has it with some nice moves. Gets to the defensive midfielder Chris Gardea. Gardea now to Bryant, looking for Morales. They might have had something going there, but unable to keep it going. And here's the left back, Mena. Rooney Moreno pressured by Eric Mueller, but he's fouled. That'll be a free kick for SoCal. Taken quickly by Contreras. That'll be a throw in deep in their own half for OCFC. Throw in by O'Connor, who's got Morales. He's pressured a bit. Sent down the field by Mueller. Looking for Connor Gordon. Did go off Danny Lopez, and Connor Gordon keeps possession. He gets it to Montez. Here's Montez with a nice ball. A great header there by the left back who just came in, Mena. And Stafford Palmer really wanted to get on that one. Definitely would like to make amends for his missed penalty earlier. George Moreno gets it to Eric Gonzalez. To Soria, now to the left back, Mena. Back to Gonzalez. Now to Moreno. Once again, back to Gonzalez. Good ball control here to Mena. Now back to Gonzalez. Probably want to switch the field up a bit. And that's what he does. Sends it to the other side of the field. For a moment, it looked like it might have deflected, but instead, no, that'll be a throw-in for Daniel Yo of OCFC. Daniel Yo gets to Connor Gordon. Gardea trying to get on the action there. Now here comes SoCal on the counterattack. Looks like Zaragoza was pressured for a little bit. Soria to George Moreno. Looking for Contreras, but now the other way. Here comes Montez. He's got Palmer. I believe that should be, yes, foul for obstruction there. Stafford Palmer really does a great job of getting those whistles with his positioning. Free kick for Chris Gardea. We have passed the hour mark. 2 more substitutions about to be made, one of them for each team. Ed Mielsen will be coming on for SoCal. Here's Gardea's long free kick, looking for someone to get their head on in the box. There was Eric Mueller. And it did deflect out of bounds for a corner kick. Last one off SoCal. Before Tyler Wilson can grab it, and it's 3-1 SoCal Sports Club. With about 25 minutes remaining, can OCFC bring some suspense and drama into this match? That'll be an unassisted goal, penalty kick scored by Michael Bryant. That is his 3rd goal of the season. And right after he scores, here he is coming off for Jonathan Romero.
Scored by number 21, Michael Bryant.
And right after scoring a goal, Michael Bryant comes off, and Jonathan Romero will be coming in for him. And now Edmilson Santos will be coming in. Edmilson will be coming in for SoCal, I believe, for Alex Zaragoza. And here we are back off the kickoff. Now you have to wonder, how is SoCal going to answer to this? But also, how are OCFC going to answer to this now? Are they going to be a little more are they going to have a lot more motivation now? They have a lot to play for. There's plenty of time left. It's a 2-goal deficit, but there is a little bit under 25 minutes remaining. Can be done. Rooney Moreno looking for a foul there against Eric Mueller. No call made. Stafford Palmer gets it back to Morales. And with that substitution, Jonathan Moreno coming on for Michael Bryant. Possibly head coach Paul Caligiuri might have noticed some fatigue with Michael Bryant, now bringing on the smaller and more shifty and faster Jonathan Moreno. And that's a good ball there. Here is Montez. Shoots it. Gets it over the bar. That was good enough. Never mind, I'm not going to use that joke anymore. Goes over the bar.
Substitution for OCFC, number 8, Jonathan Romero.
Replacing Michael Bryant. Here's the long goal kick by Tyler Wilson, and the dangerous Edmilson Santos gets his hit on that one. Now here's a Rooney Moreno. You know, from a standpoint of SoCal, you got to like the substitution they made. They give up a goal, now they're up 3-1. Instead of going with like another midfielder or another defender, they're deciding to bring on some more firepower in Edmilson Santos, the Brazilian striker. Here's Stafford Palmer. Good job here. I believe that's Connor Gordon. He's got some speed there. Palmer looks like he was fouled, and here's a chance here for Montez. Goes over the bar. Now the crowd here definitely getting much more hyped, getting much more involved here. OCFC, about 23 minutes remaining. The question now is, if they score the next, can they get another goal to really make this, to really increase the pressure on SoCal Soccer Club?
Replaces number 21 Alex Zaragoza. For OCFC, Jonathan Romero replaces Michael Bryant.
Header by Morales. Now here's Ty O'Connor. Gets it back to Morales. Good defensive play there by Eric Gonzalez. O'Connor will be taking this throw-in. Looking for Stafford Palmer. Jesus Soria getting his head on that one for another throw-in for OCFC. And now here's Chris Gardea. Now to Morales. To Jonathan Romero, who just came on. Moving it around now. I believe that's Daniel Yo. He's pressured a little bit over there. He's unable to maintain possession. No, excuse me. It's hard to say if that. I don't believe that was Yo. It was actually Jonathan Romero. Now here's the throw-in. Rooney Moreno pressured a little bit by Jonathan Romero. Foul committed there. Looks like there was a foul committed on Edmilson. The referee did not call it. Play continues. And now here comes Stafford Palmer. Sent back to Tyler Wilson. Gardea gets his head on that one. Chested down by Montez. Now to Gordon. To Palmer. Back to Gordon. And here's a chance here. And here's Montez. He shoots. And, it will not count. The flag is up for offsides. The ball went off the post. But it will not count. So close to being a 3-2 game. And this crowd really, really wanting something to explode and get on their feet about. And you just thought for a moment, was that the second goal? The referee had his flag up. It will not count. Here's Ty O'Connor. Sends it up the field. Headed down, I believe, by Soria. But now here's Edward Morales. Still Morales down the right side. He has two guys on him. He needs some help. Foul committed there, and Edward Morales whistled for the foul. Linesman saw that pretty quickly. Looks like it's going to be Max Rico to take the free kick. Have about 20 minutes remaining. We're in the 71st minute. 3-1 SoCal. Eric Mueller quick to get his head on that one. Can Connor Gordon settle it down now? Just had 3 men on him. It goes out of bounds for a throw-in. And Chris Gardea just getting that one high in the air. Looking for Stafford Palmer. SoCal unable to clear yet. They do now. And down the field, that is Rudy Moreno, but he is offsides. It'll be a free kick for SoCal. And now Rudy Moreno a little upset with Ty O'Connor. Ty O'Connor in a hurry to get that ball up the field. And Rudy Moreno was unhappy about something there. But either way, going back to the other end of the field, it is a free kick for OCFC. Jonathan Romero, who just came on, talking to the referee about something. And now, was there a free kick down there? No, instead it's going back to the other end of the field, I believe, because of offsides. And Moreno was grabbing the ball, and I'm starting to wonder, these referees know what exactly is going on at this moment. There's a lot of confusion here. So yes, there it is, offsides. I remember Rudy Moreno was in an offside position just a little bit past midfield, and he was the first player to touch the ball. But now here's the long free kick. Brandon Gomez will be taking this himself. Didn't get too much on it. It was cleared for a moment, I believe, by Rico, and it goes out of bounds for an OCFC throw-in on the other side of the field. And here is Morales with the cross. Cleared for a moment. Now here's Chris Gardea. He was looking for Connor Gordon, but said he gave it away to Contreras. SoCal coming on the other side of the field. Looks like Ed Mielsen for a moment might be shaken up. Fans don't like that too much. Got about 17 minutes remaining. 3-1 SoCal Sports Club. And here's Ed Mielsen with a nice ball to left back Mena. Still Mena sends it in. And that was a shot there, but goes high and wide. Now Gomez quickly taking the goal kick. Here comes Connor Gordon looking for Jose Montes. Sent out of bounds by Cook, and that'll be a corner kick for OCFC. So who's going to take this corner? It looks like it's going to be Jose Montes. Montes with the corner. And here's a chance, a shot off the volley. No one else is there. And here's another shot teeing off, I believe. Looks like it was Chris Gardea. Goes way over the bar. Got to keep his head down a bit. In the 75th minute, time is definitely running out for OCFC. It's not like a certain way, exact way the goals need to be scored, but you'd like to get one soon and try and get that last one in the final minutes. Here comes Chris Gardea now, settling it down, looking for Connor Gordon, and now it does bounce. Stafford Palmer thought it was going to go right to him, and they need to be pressuring Tyler Wilson to pick up the ball. Otherwise, he's going to take his sweet time. Tyler Wilson does pick it up. It looks like he was asking for some kind of foul. Stafford Palmer is not liking it at all one bit.
Local community credit union.
Mueller with the header, settle it down, but it goes right to George Moreno. Now to Ed Mielsen. Still Ed Mielsen, but offsides, and that will not count. Gomez with a long free kick. Montez gets his head on it. Goes right to the chest of Palmer. Back to Montez. He sends it across. I don't know, was he sending it across or was he shooting it? But it goes out of bounds for a goal kick. And earlier that attempt that was offside, I believe that was Montez. And what a nice move there by Montez. Sends it, he got away from George Moreno. And he sent it down the field looking for Stafford Palmer. But looks like Palmer was held up a bit. Sent down the field. Now Montez gets it to Morales. Montez was upset. He felt he was fouled kind of hard there, but here's Romero looking for Connor Gordon. But a nice job sliding there by Soria. Gardea felt he was fouled. No call made. Here comes Rooney Moreno the other way. Still Moreno. He's pressured by Romero. Good job by Jonathan Romero to readjust there. Morales sends it down the field. Looks like he might have Connor Gordon. Here's Connor Gordon with a chance. He shoots. He scores! Connor Gordon cuts the lead to 3-2. Plenty of time left, about 11 minutes. And it is 3-2 SoCal Sports Club. And the OCFC players are fired up, and so is this crowd here at Portola High School. Connor Gordon making his debut for Orange County Football Club. What a good job connecting on that long ball to put it past Tyler Wilson. It is 3-2. And we have a very suspenseful final 11 minutes here at Portola High School. And looks like Daniel Mosati of SoCal is ready to make a substitution. Looks like he's going to bring on midfielder number 20, Breno Caligari, the Brazilian. And from here, it's hard to say who's coming off.
OCFC's second goal is scored by number 7, Connor Gordon.
And looks like Breno has come on for number 10, Andy Contreras. And here we are now. Clearly there'll be a lot of physical play these last final minutes. Oh, and that's a ball there that finds its way to Rooney Moreno. Moreno shoots. Save made by the legs of Brandon Gomez, keeping OCFC alive in this one. Unbelievable. Excellent save. Now the other way. Here's Morales. Edward Anthony Morales has been definitely a spark plug here for OCFC.
Nice, Brandon!
Looks like you got it to Moreno, now to Daniel Yo. You have to wonder, what can OCFC do now?
SoCal SC, number 20.
And there's Mena. Looks like he's changed to more of a left midfield position. And looks like Eric Gonzalez is playing more like a left back. But here's Ed Mielsen, sends it down the field, looking for Breno Caligari. Actually, we'll just call him Breno, because we all know Brazilians like to go just by their first name. So Breno, the right midfielder, looking to bring some speed. And Brandon Gomez, like I mentioned earlier, he does have some good dribbling skills, but he's got to be careful. You don't want to make a huge mistake right now. Sent down the left side of the field. Good job there keeping it in bounds, but did go out of bounds. Will be a throw-in for OCFC. I think that was Danny Lopez, the center back. Ball is back in play. Breno. Sends it back. He was looking for Jonathan Moreno. Supposed to be a throw-in. Paul Caligiuri in a hurry, trying to get it to Mena, but he was obviously not in a hurry to get to that. And here's Ty O'Connor, now to Montez, to Connor Gordon, now to Gardea, trying to send up the field, goes off the head of Soria. Whistle here and a free kick for OCFC. Here we are in the 83rd minute. Off the quick restart, here's Romero. Sending a floater. It looks like that might be Montez. Montez, pressure on the other side of the field. It did go off of him last. It'll be a throw in for SoCal. Now looking for Breno on the throw in. Good move by Breno. He got fouled there. Easy call there for the referee. It'll be a free kick for SoCal. And it looks like that is a yellow card that has been handed out for the foul there against Breno. Waiting to see who that yellow card was handed out. We'll get that momentarily. The free kick here for SoCal. Obviously not in a big hurry to get this one up the field. Lopez looking for Rooney Moreno as they've been looking for him all day. Now to Ed Mielsen. Now on the other side of the field, looks like here with the restart. Still in bounds. Still plenty of time to get that last equalizer. Can they do it? You've been trying so hard. Right now you can't help but think about that missed penalty early on. You don't want to think about it, but... And that yellow card earlier was handed out to Chris Gardea, number 23. That was in the 83rd minute. And now another substitution here for SoCal. Looks like Glenn Verley will be coming on, the midfielder. I think Glenn Verley might be coming on for Rooney Moreno, yes. Not surprised there. They want to take out a forward. So Glenn Verley on for Rooney Moreno. Rooney Moreno's obviously had a great night. He's tired. He's taken some tough tackles at times. So he definitely deserves the rest. No surprise that Musati's bringing on Verley, an experienced midfielder. And here's O'Connor getting it now to Ty O'Connor to Connor Gordon. Still Connor Gordon. He wanted to do something with that. He lost it. He's not very happy with himself right now. And back the other way goes right to Brandon Gomez. SoCal right now seems like they're perfectly content with parking the bus just to hold on for this victory. Morales. Looks like that's Moreno. Now to Daniel Yo. Yo with the long cross. It doesn't hit the head of anyone. Instead, Montez with a shot. It was deflected and cleared, I believe, by Danny Lopez. If only someone was there to get their foot on that ball. But instead, Chris Gardea the other way. Looks like he was just fouled. No call made there on the physical play from George Moreno.
Number 8.
Morales. Now here's a chance. It looks like that might be Stafford Palmer. He's got a few guys on him, but he shoots. Goes just wide. It'll be a goal kick. We have a little under 5 minutes remaining in regular time. In regulation time, that does not include stoppage time. You have to assume there will be at least maybe 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time in this match. You definitely like to hope for that extra minute, as a type of home call. But that's not my call to make. Tyler Wilson, Eric Mueller, the captain coming out. There's time's running out. And Mielsen going for that one. Here's O'Connor. Now to Gardea. Gardea to Mueller. It's like Mueller's pushing up a little bit. The center back looks like he wants to play some striker. But that's tough because you leave yourselves exposed in the back if Mueller pushes up too much. But now, looks like that's Romero looking for Morales. Excuse me, it was not Morales. But now here comes the other way come SoCal. Eddie Mielsen gets it to Mena. Now to Breno, back to Mena. Still Mena. They're obviously trying to punish OCFC on the counterattack. I think Mena's trying to waste some time here. Does go out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for OCSC. Excuse me, a throw-in for SoCal, actually. And OC are really wanting to get this throw-in done quickly. Throw-in to Ed Mielsen. And that'll be a corner kick. So this is definitely not what Orange County FC wants at this moment. Now the referee coming over to speak to his linesman and the fourth official. Hard to wonder exactly what they're going to be talking about.
Why are we wasting time, Russ? Come on. You're going to give a card, okay? Not to us.
Now they're going over to talk to Coach Paul Caligiuri. We don't know what's going on here. You have to assume there needs to be some stoppage time added because of this.
National Premier Soccer League.
Definitely not something that SoCal wants. But you just have to wonder, if you're on the field, what is going on over there? And they're playing Breno to Ed Mielsen on the short corner. Sends it back to Breno. He crosses it. Looks like that might be... No, that was actually Soria. He tried to take a shot instead. Stopped by Mueller. Now the other way come OCFC. That was Daniel Yo, the left back. And OCFC are really pushing up a lot here. You have Eric Mueller, the captain and center back, playing offense right now. Definitely playing like he wants to get a point out of this game for OCFC. Looks like that's Connor Gordon. Nice move. Still has it. But cleared across the field. That'll be a throw-in for OCFC. And here we are in the 90th minute. Stoppage time is yet to be announced. Should be coming soon. Chris Gardea with a header. Nearly cleared. And here they are still. Here's Connor Gordon next for getting the pass from Daniel Yo. Gordon shoots. He scores! He scores! Connor Gordon! Do you believe it? Do you believe this? In the 90th minute, Connor Gordon has equalized with his second goal of the game. Unbelievable! What a game, and this is not over. There is still stoppage time. There is still stoppage time in this game. Yes! Plenty of time left. It's 3-3. Connor Gordon with 2 goals in his debut for Orange County Soccer Club. You've got to love it.
OCFC goal, the equalizer scored by Connor.
And here we go. There's still time left. We don't know. I'm trying to see how much stoppage time is left.
A reminder, the official time is kept on the field of play by the referee.
Let's get one more, boys!
And let's see, can OCFC, are they going to try and get that winning goal? Or are they going to be merely content with the draw? And here's Connor Gordon. And now here's Stafford Palmer. Maybe Connor Gordon again. He's trying to get it to Montez. Here's Montez. He shoots. Oh, it goes high and wide. It did go off the upright, but not the soccer upright. It went off the football upright. So, goal kick here for SoCal SC. And the crowd here on their feet, making noise. You can even feel the press box vibrating a little bit. Here's Tyler Wilson. You got to assume there's probably about 3 or 4 minutes of stoppage time. Montez. Maybe a chance here is Stafford Palmer. Looks like he's got Gardea. He's trying to get past his defender, but he was unable to. They're asking for an obstruction foul. Referee's not having it. Sent down the field looking for Emilson Santos. O'Connor gets it on it. Then Morales. Now to Moreno. Still Moreno. He gets it back to O'Connor. O'Connor with a nice chip up the field. He's got Connor Gordon. Can Connor Gordon get a hat trick? Oh, for a moment he stopped. Looking for Connor Gordon again. He did go off his head, but that'll be a goal kick for SoCal SC. And wow, what a game this has been. OCFC looked down and out when they were down 3-0, but they have refused to give up. The score is tied 3-3. Here we are in stoppage time. Breno with the header.
Set him up.
O'Connor. Now to Morales. Morales to Connor Gordon. He's changed it across the field. Looks like he's got a shot here. Goes right. That was Jonathan Moreno. The second half sub. The shot goes right to Tyler Wilson. Good thinking. Jonathan Romero has shown in preseason he can score from a far distance. He has experience playing in the second and third levels of soccer in South Korea. Here comes a long ball. Not too much pressure being provided at all by SoCal. Looks like they might be winded. And then Morales thought he had Connor Gordon. A little bit of miscommunication. Looks like Gonzalez able to clear it a bit. George Moreno now being pressured. Back to Gonzalez. And that went off the hand of Edward Anthony Morales. He didn't like the call. And he sends it down the field. And I think he might get a yellow card there for stalling. Yes, he does.
They were doing that the whole game!
And the stoppage time yellow card given issue to Edward Anthony Morales for kicking the ball away when there was about to be a free kick for SoCal. We've had about 3 minutes of stoppage time. This might be the last attempt of the game.
Come on, boys!
And the OCFC bench up on their feet trying to rally the troops here. The I-5 Army has been loud and supportive throughout this match. They have refused to give up even when it was 3-0. Here's the long ball. And that could have been trouble for a moment. And the shot here goes over the bar. I believe it might have been Breno, the second half sub. And that's it. The game ends in a 3-3 tie. Excellent comeback by OCFC. They refused to give up. They were down 3-0, and they continued the fight. What an excellent effort, excellent performance in the second half here by Orange County Football Club. And you just have to assume, how great will the next match be between OCFC and SoCal Sports Club? Unbelievable. Great turnout here from the fans. What an NPSL match. This definitely should